We've all seen other authors writing nooks and how elaborate and how cozy they can be, but not everyone has the space and not everybody can afford to have a little writing nook. So I've got a few tips for you on how to make your nook and how you can actually take it with you wherever you go. So let's get cracking. Hi everyone, thanks for coming back and checking out another YouTube video of me blathering on aimlessly. So this time I want to talk to you about an experience that I had a few years back now and how it affected my perception of writing nooks and kind of how they can end up being a bit of a crutch, but you can get over it. So, as I said previously, everybody's seen other people's writing nooks, FNAR, innuendo, but we've all seen pictures of these wonderful studies with these incredible desks and bookshelves and all this kind of stuff. And frankly, not all of us can afford to do that or have space to do that. And what I used to do was I used to wait for kind of the stars to be in alignment and for the muse to strike and for it to be the right kind of day. I used to write in the morning straight away. And if it wasn't first thing in the morning, then I couldn't get my head in the game. And there was all these things that I thought I needed to be able to write. And it turns out I don't. One of my most prolific times I ever had was writing in a local coffee shop. Now, I know that's a massive cliche. I know. But I used to go to Costa. Please sponsor me, Costa. I need the money. And I used to go to Costa and I would write there all day. I actually wrote the entirety of Oshibana Complex in my local Costa coffee. But the thing is, for authors on my level, which is not even Z-list, like we don't even have a list kind of level authors, it's almost impossible to maintain. Mostly because this stuff costs money. And not all of us have the money to spare. So while I could happily sit at a coffee room table and write all day, obviously that meant that I had to buy tea all day, or worse, I had to buy one cup of tea and then basically leave it on the table and let it go cold, which is an absolute travesty to waste good tea. So I decided that basically this wasn't a thing that could work for me and that I needed to make the space and I needed to make the nook that I wanted. So I started to play around with things. And the first thing I started to do was to recreate that nook, that coffee house vibe at home. So I don't drink coffee anyway. I only drink tea. But I know everybody's hooked on coffee, but I'm not. I am, however, hooked on Yorkshire tea. Please sponsor me, Yorkshire tea. I need the money. Can you see a theme? I basically made myself a small space, which is this space that I'm sat in right now. And I usually have a cup of tea. I don't this morning. I have juice because it's quite hot and I need the hydration. But I would get myself in this space any time of day. I wouldn't just do it first thing in the morning anymore. I would get a cup of tea. I would buy some cheap blueberry muffins, so I at least had a blueberry muffin, and I know that's crazy. And on YouTube, you can find all kinds of kind of background atmosphere music, or just soundscapes. And I got myself a coffee shop soundscape. I know it sounds insane, but basically I would sit with my headphones on, with the sounds of the coffee shop kind of in the background, drinking my tea, eating my blueberry muffin, and working. And it turns out that the mindset that I got into while I was in the coffee shop works pretty much anywhere. It got to the point where if I had my laptop with me and I had my headphones, I could write on a train or in a bus station, or it didn't matter because I had the soundscape and I had the kind of the vibe, kind of the feeling that the coffee shop gave me. And that's so easy to do. Anybody can do that. And I think the ability to change the time of day that you write, for people who are kind of locked into a certain routine, can really be quite beneficial. There are so many different ways you can do it as well. Obviously, like kind of the smell of tea and the blueberry muffin for me was kind of that olfactory thing, the taste of the tea, obviously. But you can do it in 100 different ways. There are so many different soundscapes on YouTube that you can use, whether it's forest or rainstorms or whatever you want. I'm pretty sure you can just get like crowds of kind of like voiceless, wordless voices, should I say. I'm not going to edit that out, I don't care. There are so many things you can do. And if you need to be in a particular place, if you normally write outside during summer and you're really prolific in summer, but it's winter and it's cold and it's raining, get a pine-scented tree that you would normally put in your car. There are scented candles and incense that you can burn and things like that, or even the Febreze plug-in things that will give you a sense of where you are. Put your headphones on, get some bird song in or something like that. There are so many different ways of doing it. As for the actual space that you write in, it can be absolutely anywhere. Your laptop can be on your knee, in your living room. It can be on your worktop, in your kitchen. It can be absolutely anywhere. You don't need an elaborate, awesome kind of writing nook with an inlaid leather desk and bookshelves with all your millions of books on and things like that. It is awesome if you can get that, but not all of us can. This has been a short video, blissfully short. Well, basically, I don't want to tell you how to make your nook. I don't want to give you all the possible options and things like that. I just wanted to give you the broad strokes and then let you make your nook however you want. I have a pretty decent setup now that I'm quite comfortable with and quite happy with. But if you do have any suggestions or anything I've missed, do stick it in the comments because I would love to hear it. And if loads of people have other ideas, obviously, and are checking out the comments as well, then they can use your ideas, which I'm sure they will appreciate. So let's all help each other out. That is the very short video for today. Thank you for coming and checking it out. Please do like, subscribe, check out my Patreon, which is extremely important to me being able to keep writing. And I will see you all soon.